Hello guys and welcome to tonight's racing action here for Speed Force Racing, and of course we're getting very close to the end of the championship now. This is the Classic Championship, which is the only championship left on 2019 game. We have about, after today, I think it's 3 more rounds after today and that will be it. I think. I may be wrong, but confirm or deny if you can. But tonight we're here at Silverstone, 18 turns. It is apparently an easy circuit. We'll get you our co-commentator's opinion on that in a second. 5.891 kilometres, which is 3.66 miles. So 3.66 miles. Lewis Hamilton had the fastest lap of a 1:30.621 in a race in 2017. And tonight we're in, of course, if you can see on the screen right now, the 2008 for McLaren MP4-23. I think that's the one we're in tonight. Yes, indeed it is. And alongside me is James.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a good week. Yeah, let's go. Let's see how this goes. I'm not going to say anything, because last time, when I last commentated in Spain, I said it'd be a rubbish race, and it actually was quite good. So, fingers crossed we have a repeat of that.
Yeah, hopefully we do. Hopefully we don't have like we did in China. If you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch Sunday's stream, which was China. And it was a great race for some. I don't know if he's. I don't know if the guys who were racing that are racing this week. Is Bundy racing tonight? I don't know if he is.
No, I think Bundy, I can confirm, has now uninstalled the game and will not be racing any more classics. So he is out of the championship.
There we go then. But yeah, on Sunday we saw a very good race on Sunday. And if you didn't watch it, then go back and watch it. Very good race near the end of the race. The middle of the race was kind of boring. No offense. I think my game was broken. I'll say that, because you know when at the side it said like 1.8 seconds.
Yeah,
the gap said 1 second, and I could clearly see there was about 5 car lengths between them.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, but so that's what happens. And basically, just to give you a quick idea on what happens, if you want to quickly give your recap, because I don't think have you watched it yet?
Me?
James? Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. What you're asking. I watched some of it.
Okay.
I didn't watch all of it.
So basically what happened was nothing happened really in the first couple of laps, no real accidents or anything. Then about 8 or 9 laps ago, Mike Bundy this is of course, who sadly isn't going to be here for the remaining 3 to 4 rounds, had a problem with his car and pretty much went offline, right? Spun and has pretty much crashed into the thing, came into the pits, did the pit stop, came out the pits, and then spun it, and then spun again, and then retired. And then on the last lap of the and that was like with about maybe 8 or 9. That was last half of the race anyway. That was, and then the last lap of the race, this happened. So second to last lap, this happened, and I can't believe it happened. It was between. Are they here tonight? Rappy is. I don't know if Lyronix is.
Yeah, Lyronix is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was between Rappy and Lyronix. I can't remember. You probably know who won the race if you've seen that bit, but if you haven't, then I'm not going to spoil it. But one of them two made a mistake going out. You know the that first like corner section.
Yeah.
Out of that, then onto the second like little straight. The second.
Yeah.
So the first little straight. Sorry, the first little straight after the first start line straight. He was going onto there, clipped onto the.
Andros, I can't pronounce his name. He's round.
Yeah, so he went a little bit.
Someone's crashed into him.
He went a little bit around by. It was Shah who crashed into him.
Oh dearie me.
A little bit around he went, by the way, on that like AstroTurf kind of grass bit.
Yeah.
And he went off a bit there. One of the two, like Lyronix or Rappy. I would let you go and watch it if you haven't. And then the other one just storms past and wins the race.
Wow.
That's how close it was at the end. Other than that, we really didn't have much in the race, so you were lucky if you didn't watch it.
Little mistakes can pay a big price sometimes.
And as you can see on Shah's car, we have both of them with front wing damage, so... So it's not good, as you can see, both with front wing damage. There goes Furhan, pass. So just to give you the championship here then, if Bundy is decided completely to crash, not crash, but kick himself out of the championship, we'll call it. It has. So basically, let me give you the championship very quickly because James probably wants to know the championship standings.
I think Lyronix is in the lead, I'm assuming still.
Yep, Lyronix is leading on 276. Bundy's on 254. Then it's Rappy, then it's Lee now, then it's Energy Dan, Sonic Hawk, Pro Oliver, Electro Dan, James, TLH, Punch in the Heed, which is a weird name, of course. Ryan Van Doom, Scuba, Mad G, who sadly I don't think is racing anymore, Mad G, so that's a shame for him. Then it's Topics, Furhan Racer, Clarky Boy, Senna, Noah, GFO Lek, Chain Game Wow, Dobbo, X Gamer, Shah, Anhydrous Acid, Lezard, and then it's JB at the end. There you go. And because of today, Cod Oliver will be at the end as well. So there you go. With the championship, if you can probably just hear that there you go, there's championship for you.
Do you think this is an easy circuit, as the game suggests?
No, I don't think it's easy, but I don't think it's hard. If I had to be honest, I would say Scuba fastest lap at the moment, sorry, just to say 29.7. I think it's a medium circuit. Like, it's not hard. The only things I would say about this circuit is you're probably looking at Maggott and Beckett's been quite a hard part of the circuit. And maybe looking at the first couple of corners and the rest of it's quite easy. What do you think?
I think it's a weird track. Like, it's fun to drive. It's very high speed. It doesn't really suit my style of driving. I find it is a difficult track to set the car up for because you want downforce, but there's so many straights that being quick in a straight line is important. But if you're slow in the corners, and I agree, Maggots and Beckett's is an absolute nightmare set of corners. When you nail it, it's great, but if you can easily gain like up to 2 or 3 tenths by absolutely nailing it. I find as well that like if you understeer just a little bit in some corners, like in turn 1, if you understeer a bit wide, that puts you wide onto the curb, and then you have that tighter line and more steering, and then there straight away you've lost half a tenth. It's like, I feel like lines around here are really important. Like what line you're taking into each corner. Like at Luffield in the hairpin, do you go wide and get a good exit, or do you keep it tight and still get a good exit, or if you're gaining that time by not going wide? Cops is always a difficult one. You don't want to take too much inside curb because you can get your lap invalidated, but you don't want to go wide because then you get it validated out there. Sometimes it is like threading the eye of the needle, and like I said, Maggots and Beckett's is all about the car, the balance of the car. You need to have a really good balance because you're shifting from left to right, and obviously the front tyres take a lot of punishment, especially the left front. So yeah, I think it's a really good fun track to drive when you get it, but if you're out of sync here and you're not in the rhythm, it's just a bit of torture.
Yeah, so what would you give it though?
Medium to hard. Probably like quite a strong medium, if that makes any sort of sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's definitely not an easy track. Like, if you're new to F1, this track is not easy. It might be quite wide, and obviously like the barriers are quite far away in some parts, but it's not an easy track to come in and just pump out great laps in. Like, you do need to be in the flow with it, and as I said, I always find with this track, like I said, if you're just a little bit out, you'll pay for it around here. Yeah, especially in that time. Like in qualifying, if you could be good through some corners, but you could go into some corners, like I said, if you understeer a bit or you turn a little bit too late, you could easily lose 3 or 4 tenths throughout the lap just by doing that. And it's just one of those punishing circuits, and there's no real respite. It is quite action packed throughout the whole lap. So I think this car will suit this track though. I think it's not too much wheel spin, engines V8s, but a lot of downforce in these cars, so I think it will suit it really well.
It will. It was Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton in these cars. It was, so...
Yeah, obviously Hamilton's championship winning car, wasn't it? First
Yes.
ever.
Yes, indeed it was. Just to give you an idea, Rappy third, 129.5. Sorry if you can keep seeing this thing disconnected. Give me 2 seconds, Mike. We're back. Sorry for this whole delay of my controller disconnecting. There we go. We're back now. Yeah, so Rappy third, 129.509. Second is Scuba, 29.379. And a 29.271 for your leader, Furhan.
Good luck for Furhan.
So it's today, I think it's between Furhan, Scuba and Rappy, and maybe Lyronix as well. Lyronix is now on an outlap, so we'll keep an eye on him as he heads around here. But yeah, it was Lewis Hamilton, by the way, who won the championship in this, with the famous line from the commentator James Allen, I think his name is, and it was, "It's Glock." So yeah, you know the saying where he went on the last, second to last corner, he went, "It's Glock," and then as you saw Massa go across line, all his team went crazy. His dad was like hugging everybody and all that, and then when it like finished, Lewis Hamilton won, and Nicole Scherzinger and all their team were cheering, and then one of the Red Bull Ferrari team just headbutted the wall like shoot, we lost.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That's over 12 years ago now. Well, no, it is about 12 years. Wrapping on to 29.0. Good lap. Good evening to Billy and James in the chat. And good evening, obviously, to everyone else who's watching as well.
Yep, there's another 4 people. There's four people plus you watching, so I'm not at the moment. So, but it says that on the top of my screen because like it says on live, on air, and it will say how many are watching. So good evening to all of you as well. If you are wanting to watch any of our championship leagues, you can do, by the way. And if you want to get involved, as we have 8 minutes ago, we're going to do the last 5 minutes of qualifying as like a proper qualifying session, by the way, we will. But we'll get all these out of the way first. Then do indeed come on PlayStation, and if you see on the side of your screen right now something called SFR_Lee Nal, which is 88, now in 8th position, message him on PlayStation and just drop him a message, because he's still admin at the moment for us. So at the end of the season he's leaving as admin, but until then he's not. Until the end of the classics he's not. So just pop a message to him and he will get you into the right people in the league if you want to join us for racing, if you're not a racer watching, by the way. And if you would like to become anything to do with the league, then just message him as well. And yeah, that's kind of it. And by the way, we are on Twitter, Facebook, and I think Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah, we're on we're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah, message Lee, especially like comms. If you're ever interested in comms, we're always open to new commentators. So,
and if we have
racers,
and if we have commentators who you say you can only do one night, we'll get you on that night, and you'll be doing that night for the whole season if you can do that. As Lyronix goes second hour 29.089. But yeah, that's what you're going to be doing, is we'll go on board with Furham and show a full lap around the circuit on board. And if as well you would like to take part in anything, and we might be playing, you never know, in the future with SFR it might be a bigger, better thing. We might have other leagues in other different games coming up. Of course, it doesn't have to just be F1.
Rumours.
Yeah. There were rumours going around. So just if you are a racer in any other game, stay tuned, because there might be something coming with them. We did have a discussion with a few different people over the period that we might be getting, as it's just literally been put on PlayStation, by the way. If you want to know, it has a second quarter competition just come out on PlayStation, I think, or it's coming out. If it hasn't already come out, it's come out. It's coming out, and yeah, it should be good fun. That's good.
Oh, Furhan invalidates through the second set. So, like I said, a little bit out. Lap's gone. One driver who's pressed me recently, Scuba, he's like, in the beginning he was quite like mid-pack, but he seems recently to have hit his stride.
I agree.
I think I don't know if he's got the outright pace to win races on 100% merit, if that makes any sense. But I think he's definitely got podium potential, and he could win a race if something goes his way. So fair play to him. He's improved a lot.
He has. And if you haven't already, guys, go back if you want to and check out our Thursday night stream, which was just like a farewell to the game for Prem series, and we did 2 races on that one we did. So.
Goodbye, Prem.
Yeah, it was kind of like goodbye Prem and goodbye SFR for the season, pretty much, on this game. And hello 2020, which comes out in a couple of weeks, actually.
Yeah, it's been a long season. It's like
so many games coming out.
Yeah, we've had two full seasons, haven't we? Season 5 and season 6.
Yep.
And new champions, me included.
Yeah. Well, I think we should do, right, and I'm not going to say this now on stream because somebody might go, please don't announce anything on stream like that, but I'm going to say it anyway. We should do one which is a full championship calendar, and one that's like a chipped up calendar, if that makes sense, like the classics.
I think we got through the first season really quickly.
Yeah,
I think that was why. And that's why they just did another full season.
Yeah, we did.
I think because when I joined, or one of the seasons, it was like when season 4.
Yeah.
That was a hybrid of races.
It was.
Yes. Because I think the season 3 was a bit. Probably didn't start as quickly. Maybe probably due to the game, but I think that depends. I think it's just because we were done by Christmas, I think.
We were, because basically, if you didn't know, guys, last year was the earliest the game came out. Normally it comes out around the first week of August, but last year it came out around the second week of July, so that's why it was a bit early. So everyone got the game, so I think it was the last week of August, we started the game instead of the last week of September, which we normally start, or the first week of September, so...
Yeah, and that meant we were done.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
First season, and there wasn't any glitches or delays. I remember on
If you just quickly say, we finished the Thursday before Christmas. That's how good we were. By the way, Scuba just improves, so up to P4.
Oh, wow.
Well, not improves, but proves his position on the thing like his time. Anyway, let's head to somebody we haven't had seen yet today. Let's look at James TLH. Right. Anyway, carry on.
No, I was just saying very quickly, it was just I remember on 2016 and other games, every league had to delay by month.
Yeah.
It was like if the game came out in August, they would start in first week of October because of how late. Sorry, lost my train of thought, because of how bad the game was, but it was quite stable at the beginning of this one, if my memory serves me correct, so fingers crossed that carries on. Tom's gone off somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, we got a comment come through from James saying, who you think is going to get pole and the win of the race?
I'm not going to comment on race winner just yet. We'll do that in a minute. Pole. Rappy will get pole.
Okay, fair enough.
Cadwell, James,
I've gone for Livonix.
Oh yeah, of course you have.
Livonix or Furhan, I think, can get pole here today. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very nice stretch.
So. Yeah, I think it'd be out the stretch of Scuba.
Yeah, we are. It's not as bad as the race I had here a couple of days ago. It's not as bad as that, so don't panic. Yeah, I was commentating here on Wednesday night with some LMP2s on LMP3, sorry, on Project Cars 2, right? I
raced in the LMP1 recently, just on Project Cars and have a laugh. They're really nice cars to the drive.
Yeah, I was commentating on it, and it was LMP3 Genettas around here, right?
Yeah.
Some of the drivers, there's only 12 drivers, and we got into the last couple of section of corners, not that bit, but the corner bit, the last couple of corners, and they were just banging, they were touching, they were nearly flipped the car over. It was.
Oh wow.
It was a 1.5 hour race. It was 1 hour 20-minute race. It was good. But anyway, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on Livonix and Rappy, because Rappy's near the end of his lap. Because
Rappy's trying. He's followed very closely to Lee here. He's a 10th down in the first sector, and he's still a 10th off. But he was trying to get. I think he stayed close to try and get a slipstream effect.
But that's not maybe a good thing. As let's see what Rapid. He's a 10-foot. Lyronix is in the second sector. In the first sector, sorry, in the first sector there, James. What about
Rapid's
Furhan?
backing off here. I think he's going again.
He only just has enough time. Will he
He
cross?
backs off. He's going again.
Will he cross?
Yeah, he's got another lap. He's going. Yeah, Lyronix a 10th up. Scuba up to 3rd. What a lap. 21.9.
Great lap. Here he comes then, out the last corner he comes now. He needs to be a 29.017, I think it is. Here he comes, out of it now, and goes pole. A 28.869. There it was, but a 27.87 is what we classed it as there. It's a great lap from him. See what Furhan can do now as he's about to head across the line, but he's right behind the car in front of him here. And Furhan goes 4th, but improves by 0.007, so well done him. What about Lee? He's not improving, so that's Lee out of this contention for now. And same for Rappy, not improving either.
Rappy, his car's sliding everywhere in this turbulent air.
Maybe just should have gone a bit further back and waited.
Oh, he's crashed.
Poor old Rappy, I'll say that. Poor old Rappy. Just lead. Oh, there we go, we're done.
You got it right, I got it wrong. Lyronix on pole, great lap. Delivered it when he needed it.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, if you want to let us know the results, James, let us know.
Yeah, so Lyronix 1st, Rappy 2nd, Scuba 3rd, great lap from him, 4th, Linel 5th, top 4 are miles clear. Linel 5th, Dobbo 6th, JB 7th, good lap from him, James Till H 8th, Pro Oliver 9th, Ryan Van Doon 10th, and then outside the points, or top 10, Energy Dan, Andrios, I think his name, Canav, Sonic 4, Col Oliver, Shah, and Mason Harris.
Just to say, Acid, we'll call him for now, has a 5-place grid penalty, by the way, so he will go...
Oh yeah, Acid, we'll call him that.
Down to last. He'll be last in the race, everyone else behind him will jump up a position. So, it's nice that is there. Anything else that anyone wants to... No, not really. There's nothing really else we need to tell you. The only thing we need to tell you, James, because I'll tell you now, you probably are there. If you're not there, that's fine. Hello, Electrodan. Good evening. Furhan said lost 3 attempts in the first sector. F off. Don't know why he said F off. He said F ... off.
Why is Electrodan not racing? I wonder. I think he's bottling it.
He might just not want to race tonight. He might just have better things to do. So.
James Pierce, we'd love to do racing for you, but on Xbox. Well, that's a bit disappointing, really. Get a PS5, then you can. Do you have an Xbox?
Nope.
No, me either. Ugh, hate the console.
Same.
Right, predictions. Race winner. I keep getting this wrong. I'm going to go Lyronix.
As away we go, by the way, for this quick practice, and then we have a 26-lap race, by the way. So hello to everyone who is here watching. Please put your comments in the comment section down below, and James probably will read them out because I'm not on the comments right now. Somebody just messaged me, so I'm just messaging them back. But yeah, I'm gonna be outside the box here.
Go on then.
Scuba's gonna win. You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first. But if it's like Japan, if it's like China, right? Okay, I'm going to be brutally honest. We will have a 10-second gap from your top 2 to 3rd, right?
Yeah.
And then on the last lap of the race, the top 2 will come together.
Oh wow! Bold prediction.
It's that if it's like China, that is though. It won't be like China, of course, but yeah.
Electrodan says he's too tired to race, and he said I'd still beat you, Braden, any day. Electrodan, I don't think you beat me all year, mate. So don't chat rubbish. Poor Electrodan. He does a manual job, I think, so I don't blame him.
Manual. Okay.
He actually works for a living.
Okay.
Prove it then, big man. Mate, I proved it. GP2 champion. Do you know how many titles Electro Dan has won in SFR? I actually don't know.
No, I don't either.
I think it's 0.
Yeah.
I'm being horrible. Surprise of the race, I'm gonna go. I've just made this up on the spot. James TLH. He's gonna finish.
Guy,
4th, 5th, something like that.
Right, I'm going to. Wait, nope. Oh, quick, get back. Right, here we go. We're about to get the race started, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the first lap of racing, then you're going to see James. James?
Yes.
Can you invite Dan to the party?
To the party? I can.
Yeah, so then he can just watch it on his phone and commentate like 5 seconds behind us, like he did last time. Because he said, yo, get me in the comms now. So, here we go then. You can now see the screen again. It's not blue anymore. Here it's not. With the 17 cars going to rev their engines and get racing. Here we are. Have you done it so you can watch the start?
Yes.
And we are with 5 lights on now. We're green here in Silverstone. And by the way, the shock at the what's the word? I think I want to watch this race. By the way, will be Ryan Van Doom as everyone goes around corner 1 now. They do very nicely. There's a few cars. Oh, in the background, there's contact in the background between JB Mason and I think that was Pro Oliver. We have a virtual safety car out here on circuit, but it's Scuba leading. Oh my goodness. From Lyronics, from Rappy, and good evening, Dan.
Good evening.
Hello. But what a start from Scuba.
Yeah, it's a great start from Scuba. He got a really good launch. I think Lyronics had a horrible start. Rappy had a alright start, and Scuba had a great start. Lino up to 4th. Oh no, sorry. I think they're getting a bit confused under VSC.
We're
green, green now.
And away we go here as they're about to head into Magnus and Beckett for the first time. Dobbo side by side with Lee. And Lee brakes a little bit to let him pass and get through. He does there. But look at this. Lee's got Canal right behind him. I didn't know really how to say that name. Canal, is it? I think it is. I'll just say that. And apparently Canav gets the fastest first sector of anyone. Okay. Anyway. But out last corner they come now. And head to the line. So just quickly tell me again, James, who was your driver to look out for again? As Sonic
TLA, she's had not a great start.
Okay, as you can see here, from 12th down to 17th, we're in the pit lane, by the way. So that's a massive amount of cars in the pit lane. Just to say, I was saying Ryan Van Doom for the driver that he's going to be the best today. So yeah.
Fair enough.
And James Peters in the chat says, "What a mad start!" So there you go. There you go then. If you see anything, by the way, just as you all probably do, shout it out. So I don't know if you can, Dan, but you probably won't. But
yeah, I've got a stream up, but I'm just watching whatever you're watching.
well, that's fine. That's probably a good, probably alright. But yeah, it's Dobbo right on the back of Lee here. That's the closest battle we've got on circuit. Except Rappy now is close right up to the back of Lyronics here. I wouldn't do what he's about to do, drafting Mags and Beckett. Would you?
Oh, a bit wide there, Rappy. And that's given Firm Racer a chance up into Stowe.
Now Dan probably
Can he go around the outside? No, oh, he's held it. What a move from Firm Racer. He's got it.
Yeah, up into P3 he goes. And by the way, just to tell everybody who's watching this race tonight, he's the only Prem driver in this race tonight. Scuba did do the last 3 rounds of Prem, but I wouldn't class him as a Prem racer.
I think what just happened with Rappy there just shows what I'm saying. If you're a little bit out around this track, it punishes you and you can lose a lot of time.
Yeah. But just to say, I think everybody By the way, just take everyone from Electro Energy down, all the way down, are 31 seconds behind your main pack of field. So just to show you that comparison, Energy down now is crossing the line to start his next lap, when James TLH is now heading out of the last corner to come down the national start line. So that just shows you how much a pit stop can kill you here, like kill your race.
Ooh, Dobbo went really wide there. Yeah, I think it'll be a one-stopper, hopefully, because you don't want to pit too many times. It's such a slow pit lane here.
Yeah, what do you think then for pit stops, Dan? What do you think for pit stops? Like, what lap?
I'm not sure. I'd probably say about lap 11 maybe. I'm assuming they'd be undercuts though, but I'd assume around about 11.
Well, yeah. So you can kind of see it. There's not really many battles anymore, except this one we're looking at right now between Ryan Van Doom and Kanav. Kanav had a bit of internet problems last race. Did you find that down when you were trying to overtake him?
What was it, last race?
Yeah. How was your China? Because you raced in that.
I can't. Yeah, I did. I can't even remember what happened that race. I don't think I did it well though. Oh no, I think I retired actually.
Let me have a look for you, just to give you the way you actually finished.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember what even happened that race.
No, you finished 5th.
Oh right, it's not bad then.
So some decent points.
VSC.
Yep. Don't know why. Oh, someone's in the pit lane, that's why. It's a retirement for Mason Harris, who is a reserve driver, by the way, if you didn't know. I think he's in the reserve league, or maybe in GP3 or something, I don't know. But he's in one of the leagues anyway. Yeah, Dan, you finished 5th.
Yeah, take that. I'm not a big fan of China.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good, because you had a problem when you came into the pits. You went really low down the order, and somehow you just miraculously went straight back up the field.
Yeah, it's because I'm that good.
It was a miracle,
definitely. It definitely was a miracle. It was. But yeah, into the pits, by the way, comes Canal. So he's in and out straight away. Anyone else going to manage to come in? No, James TLH doesn't come in. So will he just ups the position there. Give us about 10 seconds, and then the virtual safety car will go in. So when they all get back onto the national start line, we'll be green, I think. And we're green now. We've just gone back green. What do you think then, James? First bit of the race?
It's starting to settle down, as it always does in classics. I think Scuba's doing well here. Good start from Ryan Van Doom. Dobbo's doing well. Yeah, good start to the race. Good start to the race. Not a load of wheel-to-wheel action, but I think it might be, I said, a bit of a slow burner, but I think we'll get there. But all the cars seem to be maxing out at about 189 down the straight. So if you hit that speed, you can't gain any more time.
Sorry, just to say, off goes Cod Oliver, and he now loses position to Pro Oliver there, he does. Down to P14 goes Cod Oliver now. A little bit of a mistake. He just went, you know, after the first, you know, I think the corner's called Farm Corner or something like that. So you go out of the first corner, go into the second corner, go into the third, fourth and fifth corner. The fifth corner just for the long back straight, you know the one? For that long straight? Yeah, he just went wide there. I think he just didn't brake quick enough, I think. So,
oh dear.
Yeah, that's all it was for him. So it's still Scuba in the lead, by the way, as here it is. So yeah, as we have an incident in Massachusetts, And it was, yep, JB went a little bit wide out the exit at Mags and Beckett's. But by the way, just to give you confirmation, everybody, just to tell you, into pits comes Col Oliver, so we'll see how quick his pit stop is. Oh no, he retired from the race. Or his internet, he's probably retired himself from the race. He left the session, it says, so... Don't know if I mean he left the session or if his internet went wrong, I don't know.
Everyone's struggling to slipstream round here.
I was wondering about that. I think were these the first cars that you couldn't really slipstream in and they got to what we call now the dirty air?
I don't know, it's just that everyone's maxing out down the straights. I think it's just this track, you're on full throttle for such a long time that once you hit the max rev limiter, like on these cars, I think there was like a max rev limit. It seems like modern day F1 cars, you don't normally hit that limit, especially when you've got 8 gears.
Yeah.
But when you've got 7 round here, and with it being full throttle for quite a similar amount of time to a modern day F1 car, I think that's why they're maxing out, and that's why I think like Lyronics just can't get close to Scuba unless Scuba makes a mistake. He's going to struggle to get past him down the straight.
Yeah, and just to tell you, the fast you were saying was it 179? You said the fastest.
No, I think it's 189 down the straights.
Yeah, I was just looking, and it was a maximum that the leader went was 189, and then second went 190 just. So it's around that kind of speed here.
But once you hit that rev limiter, you can't go any quicker.
You can't. Into the pits comes Sonic Hawk for a quick pit stop. This was, I think, one of the last seasons of Splash and Dash, where you can have fuel into the car. It was. As I'll quickly just tell you what it is here. As I think he's just doing a drive-through actually, so we'll leave him to do his drive-through. As Ironics is closing up the back of Scuba here. Makes a little mistake he does Scuba. Locks the back wheels up. It's interesting because I've never raced in a classic car around here, so I don't really know much about classics around here and how they work and that around here. So it's going to be interesting to see.
I haven't either, so no idea.
Dan, have you?
I don't think I have. I don't think I've driven the practice this one anyway. Yeah, I don't think I have, to be honest.
Okay.
I think the top 2 are the ones to watch at the minute.
They are indeed, as we're looking at them right now. By the way, they've got a gap of 2.28 seconds over the Furhan. So that shows you that they're pulled away pretty much. As Dan said about lap 11, do you agree, James, or do you think it'll be a little bit sooner or later, or a pit stop?
No, I think he's got that about spot on. Makes a change.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm being Oracle, sorry. I'm sorry, Dan.
189 is correct, because that's what they just did. As in, let's see what's happening here then with the top lot. Going to go a bit further down the order
Dan's not
here.
racing tonight because he's a bit tired. Don't blame him.
What?
Bloody roasting out there.
It is.
Yeah, it's
gosh,
horrible.
It is hot. The highest it got today was 31 degrees, so...
It's bloody horrible weather.
Yeah, where I live anyway, it was 31 degrees, so... As they start lap 9 now, they do. But yeah, as you can see, you're right, James, down the straight, Scuba just pulling away.
I think it's just because like in a modern day F1 car, like you say, you very, very, very rarely, maybe around, not even around Monza, you'd hit the rev limiter, or the max out power. But I think they are in these cars. It's just hitting 190 max, 189, and you can put it in rich all you want, but you're not going to go any quicker. Obviously, they don't have ERS or anything like that. This is just purely an aspirated engine, so no DRS as well, so you can't get like a boost early on in the straight.
Yeah, I talked about it before, and I think when we get to that car, I'll talk about it as well. When we got to the 2011 car, I think we have a McLaren 2010, I think it is, in this game. But when we get 2011 McLaren, Jensen Button made a comment saying he doesn't like DRS, right?
Yeah,
he made the comment saying DRS is a waste of time. He said KERS was better when they had like 7 seconds per lap just to put that button down, and it gave you a little bit more throttle and a little bit more just go. He said that was better as Rappy sets the fastest lap. So he's closing now in on the cars as he is here with a 31.443 was his quickest lap there. Just to say, there's nobody coming into the pit lane this time, are they? Nope, no, none of the top 8 coming in. Do you agree that? Do you agree? Sorry, carry on. I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, I was going to go on to what you said. Yeah, no, I think in modern day F1 without DRS, the show would be beyond boring. The cars aren't able to follow closely. DRS is just a solution to get overtaken, and obviously that KERS button with normal aspirated engines was quite powerful. But in modern day F1 cars, it's not really heard of. You don't hear them using KERS. It's all automatic, so. Yeah, they have the odd overtake button, but it's not as powerful as that KERS system was. Yeah, I don't know. Back in these days, it was actually really good racing, but there you are.
Yeah, but Button was saying back in 2011, I think it was, when he won that race in the wet, dry Canada, he said he didn't need it. So I don't know. They've just overtaken Sonic Hawk, by the way, for, if you wondered. They've just overtaken Sonic Hawk, so he's lap now. Let's see if anyone's coming into the pit lane here, if anyone's going to dive in. Oh, they are. Fairhand Racer first into the pit lane on lap 10, and he gets a penalty, I think, does he? Nope, he slows it just in time. We will there. So when he gets to his pit stop, oh, we know he did get a penalty. When he gets to his pit box, I will time how long his pit stop takes for you. It's going to be interesting to see this, it will. So, let's get it. 4.08 seconds it took for Ham there in the pits.
Wow.
Just to say, so it's not quick, but it's not slow. So.
I wonder if Scuba will pit this lap. Lyronix needs to do the opposite.
Needs to do.
Oh, energy's down to left.
Furhan is now out the pit lane and is in 8th position.
Yeah, I think Lyronix, if he wants to win this race, has to do the opposite to Scuba.
If you win second down, would you pit this lap or?
I think I would, to be honest. I prefer the undercut anyway. I mean, unless he's going in, then maybe not.
I think if Scuba pits, he needs to stay out. If Scuba doesn't pit, he needs to pit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He will, though.
Totally agree.
I think he has to, yeah.
Yeah, but then you've got Rappy on your back as well, though, so you really don't want to lose.
Scuba pits,
Scuba's in.
Lyronix carries on.
And Rappy carries on as well.
Lyronix needs to put this in reach and give it absolutely everything.
And so does Rappy, I think, as well. As Rappy sets the fastest lap of the race this time. A 1:33.044 as Lee comes in as well, so Dobbo goes in front. Out comes Scuba now, he does. There he does. Just to tell you, I'm timing how long the pit lane is from the pit lane activation to the pit lane activation, so if you wondered how long it is for you. And by the way, just tell you, from pit lane activation to pit lane activation, it's 38 seconds, by the way, for you guys. So there you go.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. So from when you get to that board that says, like, I think it's 30, and you slow to that and it calls you around, that's how long it is around here. So yeah, it's a long one. As Energy Dan now joins back. In the comments we have from Dan saying, yeah, and he's just joined back, so there we go, that's nice to see. I think somebody may have seen that who was racing and sent him an invite or something, so good on the job there. If you were Rappy right this time, would you pit now, or would you wait for Lyronix to pit?
Lyronix is going on.
Lyronix is going on and so's Rappy, so do they know something we don't?
Maybe. I'm just looking at the gap, and Scoop is 28.4 off.
Yeah, so it's just, well, not just, but it's good.
Temps in it.
Yeah, as Dobbo comes in, let's see where Scuba is. Yeah, Scuba will overtake Dobbo here as Dobbo comes in. So I think and Ryan Van Doom now pits as well. So I think Dobbo will be out in about 7th or 8th, and Ryan Van Doom about 9th or 10th here. But it's a very quick pit stop on this game though, so don't want to be too annoyed. But let's see what Lyonic's first middle sector is going to be then, as we head around. Oh no, they both. So Ryan Van Doom comes back out in 9th and Dobbo in 7th. So we have a spinner or somebody going off. Don't know who that was. Oh, it was
Ironics is in.
Energy Dan.
So it's Rappy. Oh my god, it's going to be mighty close.
I've set the timer going already. We've had 9 seconds, so I want to say that now. It could be anything. Oh, Electro Dan has retired. He has gone off or come into the pit lane and retired. So there we go. Out comes Laronics. Where's Scuba? He's now only coming into the last sector. This is the last 2 corners now he's coming into. This is going to be tight. And here he comes, and out the last corner he comes now, across the line, sets the fastest lap of the race on his out lap. He's done it! Scuba has done it. Well, we have not said that in ages, but he's done it. As we stop the timer there on 38 seconds, he's just done it by 0.6 of a second there, James.
I think Lyronics he should have pitted the lap after. I think he's gone a lap too long. I think if he had pitted the lap before, I think he would have had the net race lead.
He would have.
Scuba just took like 3 or 4 tenths out of him on that last lap. And I think that was the difference.
I think Scuba's like really just surprised now. I think Dan that he's got the lead of this. So I think you're right, James. It's very surprising. They think coming like on lap 12 instead of he came in on lap 13.
I think if he'd done that, he would have taken the lead. I think he just went a lap too long, and I looked at the gaps, and the lap on lap 12, they were identical, but Scuba took about 4 tenths out of him.
Rappy's made a mistake. Furhan's made a mistake, and can Rappy capitalise? Nope, he's a little bit too far back. But yeah, Rappy made a mistake as well. He came out in 4th instead of 3rd, so something must be wrong with Rappy there.
I don't think any of the top 4 have penalties, so
I don't know. I'm not going to look, so I don't know.
I'll have a look.
Were you surprised, Dan, they didn't come in, or?
Yeah, I thought they left it too long as well. 2 laps going extra is way too long.
I understood 1, but I didn't understand the second.
Yeah, if you were in a situation like Rappy was, like Onyx was, would you have just done 1 extra lap?
I would have gone 1 lap longer. I would have tried to undercut either on lap 10, because I think lap 11 was, as Dan said, the magic lap. So either try and undercut on lap 10, or you pit lap 12.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything wrong with him going that longer. I don't think these tyres have nowhere near as much steg as a modern day F1 car, and the undercut's not as powerful. But I think he went that extra lap too long. I think if he had pitted on lap 12, he would have taken the lead. But this is all hypothetical, but maybe try and being really aggressive and pitting lap 10 might have been a good idea as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But the top 4 bunched back up now, which is nice.
They have indeed. Rappy though was the big loser, I think, in that. I don't think that Onyx was, but Rappy was. He was 3rd, now down 4th. Lee's closing. Lee was 10 seconds behind. He's now 9.6.
No man's land, really.
Then it's Dobbo, then it's Ryan Van Doom, as we're looking down now we are. So race one down very quickly as we like to do here, just like the endurance races like to do. It is Scuba leading, Ironic second, Furhan third, Rafi fourth, Lee fifth, Dobbo sixth, Ryan Van Doom seventh, Canav eighth, and ninth is Acid, and 10th is James. And Dan, who would you think now for the win in this race?
With like what James said about the engines maxing out, I feel like Scuba can't really lose it unless he makes a mistake. So I feel like he's pretty much just got to do what he does and then we should have it, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Scuba's got to keep his head here.
Yeah, let's take a lap on board with Lyronix physically on board, not off board cameras, but looking at him, and just see if he makes a mistake, Scuba or not, or or Lyronix makes a mistake here, because he could do. Nope, all clean out of Marius and Beckett. I know you've been in this situation before, James, this season, because you've been second quite a few times this season, like behind some drivers. Would you be pushing right now, or would you just be waiting until he makes a mistake?
What, Lyronix? What if I would do if I was Lyronix? It's difficult because in modern day F1 cars you have DRS and ERS and all of that, the way you can eventually push him into a stake. I think Lyronix can maybe try and push every single lap, but it might be a smart idea. But the problem is Furhan's quite close behind, so he can't drop too far back. But I think Lyronix has got to get creative. I think he's got to try and catch him out, maybe like break deep into like one of the chicanes, or not chicanes, hairpins, sorry. and try and move there. Maybe like the sector one, like try and get really close through the first few corners and try and overtake into one of those hairpins.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Dan, your situation of being behind a car, because being in the top, being second, stay behind a car.
I don't know. I'd probably be pushing at this point. But I mean, last week in the 07 Ferrari, you could put the car in rich for the entire race because the fuel never went down. So I feel like these cars would be pretty similar. So I think even we could just push it all the way if you wanted to. Especially with the tyres as well, so I'd probably just be pushing, trying to make them into making a mistake anyway.
Alright, and by the way, just tell you the gap's gone down. It was 0.5, it's now 0.438, so yeah, it's gone down by a tiny bit, but not by much. And now it's back up to where it was. Oh, into the wall goes Furhan, and he's out of the Grand Prix. If you didn't see that, he hit the curb.
Safety car.
He hit the curb out to the last corner, like the outside curb, spun it, and into the wall it went. Oh my. So Lee up to fourth, and we're now, yeah, we are safety car, but they can go as quick as they want. Nearly go as quick as they want.
I'd say track position is key now. I think pitting would be a loss for anyone, really. Especially at the top three, you best just stay put. Unless maybe you want like Rappy, you might want to try something different, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's the only problem is here. It's Lee. If you look in the top four, Lee and Scoop are the only two who've had 6 laps. Maybe they can pit. I don't know about like Ronix and Rappy though if they need to pit. And because it's kind of like last week, this car is the tire. Do the tires go off the car, Dan? Because you raced last week. Were the tires good after your pit stop or?
Yeah, they're the same as the ones. I can go pretty much the entire distance if you want to from that one. It's just how those tyres are anyway in those cars. So I think those tyres that they're on now should be fine, but I think Pro Oliver and JB would have to pit for sure though.
Yeah, so just to tell everyone from 9th to 9, 10, 11 and 13th are in the pit lane. They are right now getting some fresh set of tyres on, and they do. As the leader now heads around this bit, will they come in and get a fresh set of tyres? Yes, they are.
Oh, Lyronix is in.
Scuba's not. Lyronix is. Rappy isn't in.
Oh no, Lyronix just sped in the pit lane. Oh, that's ruined his race.
Just to tell you, it's a 37-second pit stop from the activation
Lee's
point
in.
to activation point. Just to tell you, so that's how far it is. Yes, Lee's in. Is Godobbo coming in, or George Dobson, whatever you want to call him, coming in? No, he's not. Ryan Van Doom is about 6 or 7 seconds away from actually coming into the pit lane. Yes, he is coming in. Good pit stop from Lee.
It's almost going to be up to third.
He is. This is his best finish of the season so far, and he's only been here for like a couple of races, so very good.
Ironics, I can't win now. I doubt. I think between Rappy and Scuba, can Rappy try something different? Yeah, I wouldn't have pitted if I was Lee, but that was me.
Why?
I would have taken. He could have been up to net third, and his tyres weren't too old. I think.
Yeah.
But he's net fourth at the minute because obviously Lyronics now has that 5-second penalty.
Yeah. Were you back to you quickly, Dan? Were you like, was it really like 50% on your tyres when you pitted in last race, or was it? I know it's different circuits, so tyres do change, but was it 50% or?
I think it was round about that, but you never can tell when you're doing it. Like every lap just feels the exact same.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what percent you're on unless you have to look at it, obviously. But yeah.
Well, just to tell you, there's only 3 cars behind the safety car at the moment. That's Scuba, Rappy, and Dobbo, and Pro Oliver. That is it. Everyone else is no behind the safety car. Pro Oliver's not. Sorry, Cod Oliver's not here at the moment. He's retired from the race and left, and left his AI to go around the circuit. Don't know why he has, but he has. So there you go. So yeah, that's what he's doing. We're waiting for all the cars now to come behind the safety car, and then when they're all behind the safety car, we will then get race back underway, and it will be a shootout between Rappy, Dobbo, and Scuba, I think, for the win here. So yeah.
Just while we're under safety car, just to let everyone know, I think it's Sunday we are in the Brawn.
Indeed we are, yes.
I don't know the track. Is it Australia?
Let me tell you actually with that one. So we have literally only got 1, 2, 3 rounds after today to go, and that is we're in Abu Dhabi next week on Sunday in the 2010 Red Bull. Then we're in Monaco with the 1972 Lotus, which I don't think many people will be here for. And then we'll be for the final round, so not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, so Sunday the 5th or 6th, one of them two, or 4th, 5th or 6th of July, when F1's actually racing, that is. Well, finished their race, they'll be by then, for their first race of the season. We'll be at Australia with the Brawn, so yeah, should be lovely to see. So we've got
is that the last race?
Yes, so we've got 2 more Fridays. Wow. So just to tell you, we have 1 more Friday and 2 more Sundays, just to say. And then when we finish our season, the Friday after we finish our season, the F1 2020 game comes out. So there you go, and it comes out bang at the right time because the F1 season has just literally started. So there you go. And we're green, by the way, because off goes Scuba now and sets the pace already. But can't overtake until the line, of course. So now everyone can overtake again. If you two want to... I think Dobbo's got a good idea here. He's 2 seconds behind, 0.2 behind Rappy here. He could overtake him and get the second position here, and Rappy makes a mistake. Already, Rappy makes a mistake. And Shah, who is lapped, is in between the top three here. Top 3 and 4 he's between, so just... yeah. As we have a spinner, and that's Kanav. He's spun. But look at this now, Rappy right on the back of Scuba here. Rappy's looking like menacing now and going, I want the win. Acid and Ryan Van Doom are side by side, and Ryan Van Doom gets past Acid, there he does. Very nice indeed. If anything, you've got anything to say, then...
I think Scuba's just got to keep his head. Sorry, I was quite engrossed in watching it. I was just like, Scuba's just got to keep his car in the right bit of the tracks, and he's got it. Dorbo's doing well in third. Can Rappy try something different that Lyronix wasn't able to?
He might be able to.
Passes that Rappy. Oh, Lyronix now. Oh, Rappy gets a brilliant exit.
Let's take the off-board cameras then and have a look at this. Over to you, James.
Scuba decides not to go defensive, and once again, Rappy's just not close enough even to try like a dive bomb. That's what. Oh, Scuba loses the rear. Oh, he needs to keep it steady. Just recovered there.
Does Rappy though have a penalty though? That's what I want to know.
I don't think so.
Okay. The only thing Scuba will have to be looking at, he's got 5 more laps, well 4.5 to go, so he's just got to put his head down for 4.5 laps and see how he can do. As Dobbo gets a 3-second time penalty now. Good Dobbo.
Oh, that's not good for Dobbo.
Nope.
Being up, it's Lee on the podium.
It does indeed. GG to Lee. There, and just to say, JB just got past Acid as well, as there's a spinner in the background there, and Acid has spun it. Oh, into the side goes Acid,
crash.
And that it looks like James has gone into the wall there as well. Is he going to revert? He is. Pro Oliver makes a mistake as well. Pro Oliver now needs to pit. Is he going to try and come in this time? Yes, I think Pro Oliver. Not Pro Oliver. James. No, it's just James who's now got no front wing, and he's making his way now around the last couple of corners now. Here he comes, and is he coming in? No, James isn't even coming into the pit lane. James, you have no half a front wing, and you're not coming in. Drive your penalty for Sonic Hawk for speeding on the virtual safety car there, but what a crash that was.
I curse for James TLH.
But what a crash that was, though.
Yeah, it's a fast corner, so... This is the problem with Silverstone with overtaking, is that the two main straights lead into very fast corners, so it's impossible to even try a dive bomb.
Just to say we're green again. Bang on the same time I said that.
Oh, Lyronix on Dobbo. And he's through. Oh, Dobbo's had a bad few corners. Oh, he's still fighting Lyronix here.
Don't do it into Maggots and Beckett's, that'd be a bad option. Yes.
Dobbo just about held it there.
No, Rappy's got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Scuba now, you relax, innit?
Oh, Rappy's got... Oh, they're going to touch, they're going to touch. Are they? No, they're not, because Lyronix gets through. Lovely move there on Dobbo. But what is Lee going to do in the background here? Is Lee going to make his move? He is. Here goes Lee. So not Lee. Here goes Dobbo side, back on Lyronix. But no, Lee...
Oh, Rappy's wide. Oh my god, it's all happening now.
Dan, have you got anything to say about that little excursion which you've probably just seen?
We've just seen it, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty close there into Stowe. I thought we were going to squeeze him out at first.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. What it was as well.
Good move.
It's all to play for though, for third position now on the podium. We think, but we just didn't think about this. Canard gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, probably cutting the corner a couple of times. There's a lot you can do here. It's the historic, so the national start line, which is the old start line, that first corner and the first corner of the proper F1 circuit always catch people out, that does. And I know he probably doesn't catch you out, James, but it catches me out a lot.
I'm not that good. I wouldn't class myself as a Silverstone expert.
Yeah,
It's not one of my favourite tracks.
Yeah, last time I was here with any championship, going around, we'll go on board with Scuba and I'll tell you where the corner, because Scuba now out the last corner he comes and starts up an ultimate lap of the Grand Prix now he does. On lap 25, lap 26, so heading into corner 1 we go now. This was the start of the race, right? I was in 18th, going through this corner here, going through corner 2 now, 2 cars spun in front of me, smacked straight into the back of them, could not go anywhere, straight into the back of them and was retired after about 2 corners.
That's not very good.
Good race that was. That was a very good race actually. I did the best I did in any race. I'm joking, it wasn't. It was awful. And that was that was last week as well. But yeah, here's Godobbo now. Oh, sorry, Dobbo now with Lee right behind him. Is Lee going to try for the move on him to make 4th position here? Just to say that they're 2 seconds behind. So Lee needs to pick a bit of pace up here, or else he's not going to get 3rd position here. I think.
I'm not sure on who's going to finish where on the podium, actually.
Oh, Dobbo makes a mistake and hits the wall of the national start line, of the historic start line where F1 used to race. Even when these cars were around, they raced there, so this kind of time. But Lee gets a little bit off the circuit, maybe get a warning, but Sonic Hawk gets a proper penalty. Lee's wide. Lee's pushing it so hard, I think, to get a podium here. It's very good for Lee actually, because Lee did really well at China, I think, and then the race before that, when you were here, James, he said his controller was broken, so I think somebody might bought him a new controller, or he bought one himself, because something must have just happened to make him do that, but it's got better.
I think he said he was in one of his brothers' controllers.
Yeah, I think Dan's right.
Fair enough then.
It was fine, it was just like on some straights it would just turn left by itself, and obviously you can't race like that. No,
so I think he's controller then, that seems fair enough. But Scuba now has only got literally a couple of, and he will be crowned your 2019 F1 2019 Classic Silverstone champion. He does here, so he has literally half a circuit now to go. Thoughts? Anyone got any thoughts on this race, or?
It's been a good race, to be fair. It was a bit slow and boring, but it was a very strategic race because how hard it's been to overtake. I thought this race was going to happen in Spain, but
yeah, I totally agree.
It's been especially since the late safety car, it's all been a bit chaotic since then. And to be fair, the one driver who's not really made any mistakes is Scuba.
Indeed, it is. Just to give you places gained and places lost, because I haven't done that yet all this race. Up 2 for Scuba, up 2 for Dobbo, up 4 for Ryan Van Doom, up 4 for Kev. There it is. Lee side by side with Dobbo, and he's got through, so Lee up a position now. There he is, but here he comes, out the last corner he comes, and it is Scuba winning from Rappy, who gets second just from Lyronics. There he does. 3rd will be Lee now, I think it will. No, 4th Lee now. 5th is Ryan Van Doom, 6th Dobbo. 5th JB actually, wow, JB doing a great race there then at the end of that race there, it was there. 7th is Dobbo, 8th is Canav, 9th Pro Oliver, then it's James, probably in 10th, but he's nowhere near the end of the race yet, so don't panic everybody, you've got a long way to go for him to finish this one, so. But yeah, thoughts on the race then from you, Dan, or are you still watching the last little lap?
Still got a bit to go. No, it's finished now. Yeah, I thought it was a decent race. Obviously the compass made it a bit boring. battles there when there was, and then obviously a few incidents. But yeah, I thought it was alright.
Thanks for joining us on comms, Dan.
It's alright.
You're happy to be here. You're happy to be here. You're happy here anytime, by the way.
Thank you.
And James, quickly before we let you run through the finish, or I'll let you do that, James.
Yeah, good race. As I said, I think thank God for the safety car. I think it really spiced it up. And who's your driver of the day, guys? Cadwell?
That's a hard one.
Mine's Scuba.
Yeah, probably. He's done a great race today. Did everything right from start to finish. Out of 10. He did an 8 out of 10 race today.
Well, for Scuba,
Yeah.
I'd give him a 9.
Dan?
I don't know, I was going with JB as my driver of the day, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Good drive from JB.
True. So just
But,
a quick. Yeah, go over to you then, James.
Okay, yeah, so Scuba, what a drive in first, Rappy second, Lyronix third, Leenell fourth, JB fifth, Ryan Van Doom 6th, Dobbo 7th, Canav 8th, Oliver 9th, James TLH 10th, then out of the points, Shah, Sonic Hawk, Qual Oliver, Acid, Fern Racer, Energy Dan, and Mason Harrison.
Yeah, so just to say from
Harris.
so on that order there from Cod Oliver all the way down were not finished the race. They didn't. Cod Oliver did finish, but he wasn't actually racing that time. So anyone from Acid downwards didn't finish. So Acid, Furhan, Energy Dan, and Mason Harris did not finish the race at all. There they didn't. Fastest lap of the race went to your leader of the race. So well done. Well, it didn't go to leader. Sorry, went to one of the top 3 anyway. So well done there. Impressive. So yeah,
I don't have Scuba as a friend, I don't think.
I don't either. So if you want to add him, you can do.
Let's just see.
Do you want me? Do you want me to tell you his username then, or?
Yeah, hold on, I'll just add him. I'll see if he adds my. I'll invite him for the pie.
Scuba MUFC. You can just add him normally.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, so there's Scuba. If you want to join, you can do. So next week, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not actually next week. This Sunday. This is a very quick turnaround. We're in this car, the Red Bull 2010 RB6 machine, where Vettel, I think, won the championship in that car. I think Vettel did indeed, or one of the championships that Vettel was in that car. Very good, he was there indeed. And of course, we're at one of the circuits, which is a very tough circuit, and it's a very good circuit as well. We're at the last circuit on the calendar, which is Abu Dhabi. Of course we are. So if you can join us to watch on Sunday, then please do. And of course to you or Dan, if you want to join me in comms, you can do. If you don't want to come on Sunday, don't want to do comms on a Sunday because it's a Sunday and it's like the weekend, you want to have a rest and you only like to do Fridays, I totally understand. As well. But yeah, any last thoughts before we do go then if he doesn't join?
Invited him. No, it was. As I said, it was a bit of a slow burner, but good race. I think I don't know if that car suited that track. I think in the corners it did. I don't think on the straights it was the right car, but that's just how it is sometimes.
It is, yep. Dan, any last words? Because you watched it about a couple of seconds behind, but any last words?
I don't know, he pretty much just summed it up for it, really. Just, I don't think the car worked well there.
I think it'd probably been fun to drive, but just not for overtaking.
No, I think if we did have a car here, from the cars we've got left, maybe looking at the Brawn maybe around here. The Brawn maybe, or the McLaren 2010 maybe, or the Ferrari 2010.
I think the Red Bull would have been identical to this car. I think the Brawn maybe. I don't know if that has a max limit as well.
Well, we don't know either. But yeah, thanks anyway for joining. Don't think we're going to get anyone in the comms for the post-race interviews today. Then I don't know if Scooper wants to join. So we'll say thanks again, Dan, for joining at last minute.
Right.
And thanks as always, James, for coming on for being here on a Friday. We do appreciate it after your days of work, both of you. So thanks.
Shout out to James Peters, who watched throughout the whole thing. I think fair play to him.
And of course, thanks to everyone who did watch. Of course, all of your comments, we do appreciate them all as well. And of course, join us on Sunday, as I said, and hopefully James or Dan, you can be here. If you're not, then that's fine. But hopefully you can on Sunday. But again, yeah, right. But again, thanks to both of you for joining. Anyway, it has been a great race today, and good comments from both of you again. And yeah, join us next time then at Abu. Can anyone at Abu Dhabi do well in that car? Because it should be an interesting car at Abu Dhabi. That I'm looking forward to seeing what the Red Bull can do. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Of course, do like if you haven't already, and do subscribe if you haven't already as well. And yeah, we'll catch you on Sunday for Abu Dhabi in the Red Bull. But from us, it's goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.